All right, YouTube, we are back with another episode. You are going to like this episode because we have had so many questions about this topic. Honestly, for Joe and I, we didn't really exactly know where this topic was going to go, but it's something you're definitely going to want to listen to if you're involved in CrossFit or any other type of sport, and it's going to be supplements. What supplements you should be taking, which supplements you shouldn't be taking, and which supplements are just totally garbage and lies. All right, guys, let's see what we got for you here.
All right, guys, first things first is we are not medical doctors. We've said this before. We will say this again many, many times. So anything that we're saying is not financial advice or medical advice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At this point, just take the information that we're giving you. Take it with a grain of salt. We are going to spit you some facts, of course, but you do what you do with ever that information.
And then do your own research.
Exactly.
And talk to the people you trust.
Exactly.
But here's what we got for you.
All right, the first supplement that we have to talk about, it is a hot topic, it is a trending thing, it has been for years, it is creatine.
Yes.
Creatine, everyone knows about it, but what the heck is it and why is it actually beneficial? I'm a huge fan of creatine. I've been taking it for years. I think it is very beneficial on strength, power output, things like that. And really why it works is because it takes ATP, which is the energy system in your body, of the energy that's utilized to produce power and force and things like that. When your body uses it, it turns to ADP, which means 2-phosphate instead of 3-phosphate. Totally not important at all. But the creatine that your body produces is stored in your muscles as creatine phosphate. So then it uses that 1-phosphate, turns back into ATP, and now you have more energy more quickly and readily available to you. So probably super boring to most people. I think it's super awesome, which is why it helps in the short term. So creatine is awesome for like short bursts, quick energy, like EMOMs, things like that, which is really important. Hitting that next set with like max capacity, that's how you build strength and power output, which is why this supplement is so important and really helpful, actually. So again, I'm a huge fan of it. I know Colin takes it. I take it. You know, it's a lot of high-level athletes have been taking it for years. You don't have to dose or cycle it or anything like that. So it's a really important supplement.
What do they say, like 5 grams a day or something?
Yeah, something simple, 5 grams a day. It's a very small amount. You can throw it into a water or a shake or whatever you want, just to get that little bit of an extra dose in your body.
Next up, guys, is going to be protein. So the protein supplement, you know, everybody takes it, everybody talks about it, but the bottom line is, why are you taking it? It's simply for convenience. That's why you take it, okay? Don't tell me that you're going to get stronger off of your protein powder versus eating some more steak or, you know, veggies with some protein in it and chicken and whatever you want, however you want to get it. It's just not true. The bottom line is, it's convenience because you're not getting enough protein already in your diet. It's an easy way to shake it up, put it down. I don't love the idea of just taking protein shakes because it doesn't fill anything up. It just adds calories, but it doesn't do anything long term. Typically people are taking protein shakes or meal replacements and then they go, guess what? Eat another fucking meal.
Exactly.
So what, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you're kind of losing that, but protein can be a great way if used properly just to supplement your diet and to supplement and to get in a little bit more protein quickly.
All right. And we've talked about it before of, it's simple. Calories in, calories out. It's simple. Protein, you need it in your diet. If you don't have enough of it, use a supplementation. That's what we're talking about today.
Yep.
So that's a great point by Colin. All right, number 3 on the list today is going to be BetaAlanine. Okay, if you've ever taken a supplement, a pre-workout something, and you get that like itchy, tingly, scratchy feeling of your face, Colin hates the feeling. He cannot stand it. I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's awesome. It's really, really helpful. What BetaAlanine is...
It helps you scratch your face?
Yeah, I love scratching my face, so it's really, really helpful for that. So, yeah, that's why I take it. But it's amino acid that you produce naturally, but in large doses, it's a vasodilator, and it helps delay your fatigue levels. Okay, so lactic acid, it helps shuttle that out a little bit more efficiently and a little bit more effective. So it will delay your fatigue. Matt Frazier talked about it in an interview. He said it felt like it gave him a third lung. Well, it doesn't do that, but it will help delay that fatigue just a little bit more. And if you're at that high percentage high level output, I mean, that 1%, maybe a little bit longer, could get you quite a bit.
Yeah, well, actually, it's even Ironman training. It's something I'll think about, getting a little scratchy face for. But Greg Doucette, who I follow and I really like to watch, he's big on it as well.
For
so
sure.
There must be something good to be said about it, no doubt.
All right, honorable mention here. I don't think it's overly necessary. I love the product.
Kind of under the radar too.
Under the radar for sure.
Kind of under the radar.
We've been using it for years, more so me than Colin. Colin uses it a handful of times, but I pretty much consistently use it for longer workouts or longer runs or longer rows. But it is BetaLead by Human End. Human End produces this product, BetaLead. It does not taste like beets because beets taste like dirt. They taste freaking disgusting. I would never eat dirt or beets by themselves. They're horrible. But there's like a black cherry flavor. It helps with, actually, there's a lot of research on it. It's pretty cool. Helps with vasodilation of the blood vessels in your lungs specifically. So when you take beets, it's supposed to help vasodilate, increase the blood flow, help with the breathing and things like that. I've noticed a difference before with it. I think it is beneficial on longer runs, especially if your lung capacity is not maximum like Colin's is max VO2 of 1 billion. So I think it's helpful. It's under the radar. It's a good one. I would check it out.
It might be something that I actually start taking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it gets you 1% better in a CrossFit WOD, yeah, it can be a lot, but that's 20 minutes, 1% better. 1% better in a 15-hour workout. That's a lot of time.
That's a lot. So, Ironman training, man, it might be something you should look into.
Maybe I'll get into that again. Next up, we're looking at caffeine.
Ooh.
All right, everybody wants to talk about caffeine. Caffeine can be great. It can be terrible. Let me tell you a little bit of a story, all right? NO Explode. And I ain't talking about the new sissy NO Explode. I'm talking about back in the day when I was 17. So 13 years ago. Gosh, I'm old. Jeez. But 13 years ago, NO Explode. Me and my buddy were lifting down in my parents' basement. And I had to go to the hospital because I took 3 scoops of NO Explode. My heart would not stop. I mean, it was through the freaking roof. And my doctor looked at and he's like, "What did you just take at 7?" He couldn't believe it. So caffeine is definitely something you can take, and you've got to obviously be careful with it, especially in a CrossFit workout when your heart rate's already through the roof. You really don't need that much. Now, if it's just enough to get you started, I like to just do coffee now. Not even before, just around the time I work out, even if it's a couple hours. Like Seth Rollins, obviously, he's 4 shots of espresso to the heart, and then bingo, he likes to go work out. That ain't your boy right here. But if you do like that, and that's the feeling you enjoy, that's great. If you like jittery stuff like that, cool, do your thing. But caffeine, it does have some benefits, and people do like it.
Yeah.
So
timing wise too, like the 5 and 6 a.m. crew, when I coach them, they like to have a little bit of caffeine in the morning to kind of get them moving. The afternoon, like the 5 and 5:30, 6:30 p.m. Like if you're drinking a shit ton of caffeine, then you're gonna be up till 2 a.m.
Yeah, you should probably cut that off a little bit earlier. But I mean, it's a free country. You do what the hell you want to do. You want to drink caffeine all night? Do your thing. I say switch to Coors Light, but it works for you. Whatever, I'm good with it. Exactly. So caffeine, it's something you can try, experiment with. I would not experiment with too much doses, too many milligrams at a time. It does affect people differently, especially me. I'm super sensitive to caffeine, so I got to be careful with it.
He's also a hypochondriac, so
that is true. But I do have big biceps. So. All right, everybody, so that is our suggestions and what we truly use for supplements. So the only reason why we came up with this list is because we actually use these supplements. So this is what we use. This is what we've got our results from. We suggest trying some of these out, maybe not trying them out. Always talk to your doctor, talk to your nutritionist first, talk to people you trust, blah, blah, blah. We understand it, but we do want to know what you guys take down below. What did we forget? What should we be taking? Ironman, maybe more CrossFit specific. What did you guys like? I mean, are the steroids pretty good?
If so, what kind? Drop a comment below.
Yeah, Ricky Garrard, if you're out there, throw them in the inbox, whatever you got. No, guys, but we really do appreciate you guys being with us. We hope you got something out of this video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.